All right, and welcome back, everyone, to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. My name is Adonis. I'm going to be your host for today's event. And as usual, I'm joined by three very special guest judges who will be overseeing this entire showcase today. So let me go ahead, let me introduce them one at a time. First up on the judge lineup for today, he is the Vice President of A&R over at MOTOWN Capitol Records, Shawn Barron. Welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase, Shawn. How you doing, brother?
Change with the baby one.
I'm doing good. How about you?
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you. Shawn Barron, thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And as you know, we always ask a question to our judges. My question for you today, do you think new artists need to have a manager? As an A&R yourself, do you have like a preference, or it really doesn't matter?
I feel like that comes down to the actual artist. So I have an artist now who I signed, and he doesn't have a manager right now. He's self-managed, but he's like also on top of all of his business. He doesn't let one thing slide. I think you need a manager once you get to the point where you have a business. I think while you're still coming up and making music and trying to figure out your music, you don't need a manager. But once you have something to actually put into the world and you need to get it to different outlets and different spaces that you can't reach, then you need a manager.
Definitely well said. Shawn Barron, thank you so much for joining us for today's online showcase. Up next on the judge lineup, he's the director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Welcome back, Polo. Polo, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed, man. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you as well, Polo. My question for you today, what is the average cost for a new artist to really make a name for themselves who is entering the industry?
Average cost depending on what?
Well, I mean, let's say they're a new artist. They're just entering, they just made some music. They want to start promoting themselves. They want to start making an album, getting record time. As a ballpark, like, is there like an average cost that someone needs to save up?
I mean, yeah, it's pricey because studios vary. They can vary from anywhere from $100 to $200 an hour, depending with engineers. So you have to think, it's no specific number, but you have to map your spending, like you said, your budget out. As far as recording, there's still, money you got to be spending. You need a PR who helps you get your names on, helps you promote yourself on blogs and get your music across, that world. That's a monthly payment as well. So there's no specific number, but obviously, if I was to say a number, it ranges. I mean, it could be from 10,000, to 20,000, depending how much, recording time you need, production you have to spend, money. You got to pay for studio, you got to pay for production, artwork, videos, PRs. Who else? Besides the PR, I think that honestly, what they need to focus on is obviously recording, production, videos, and a PR after they complete their project. Because the PR is who's going to help them get into the blog world, get their music across in those doors that they can't get. So,
and Paul, let me ask you real quick.
I'm giving like a very early estimate. I would say anywhere from 10,000 to 20,000.
Yeah. And Polo, let me ask you real quick, because there's a lot of newer artists tuning in, a lot of younger artists as well tuning in. That number could be scary to them. You know what I mean? So what is some advice you could give those artists who say, "Oh no, I can't get to 10 grand right now"?
I mean, I would say, maybe buy everything internally. Get the program, get the laptop yourself, get the program, or work with a producer that you guys can work out a deal where you're not paying for the production, you might not be paying for the studio time, and he's getting more of his publishing, higher publishing. You could work deals out. It's about just reaching out and seeing who you can work with, networking. There's producers that would give you about a couple of free beats just to get their name out there. So it's about networking and seeing who's out there willing to work. Of course, that number scares anybody, even me with a job. I mean, for you to spend 10,000, 20,000, but you have to invest in it for yourself. If this is something that you really believe in, you believe in yourself, and you want to take it further, you have to invest. But like I said, there's ways to cut costs as far as, connecting with certain people, maybe directors. You might not have to pay thousands of dollars for a video. Maybe you could pay a couple hundred. Or, again, I always say, reach out to NYU, schools, film schools. And a lot of those guys need those shoots videos just for their reel, their portfolio. So they might be willing to shoot it for free. So it's about connecting with people and seeing who's willing to work with you and letting them know what your budget is, And producers are tough because obviously producers want to get paid, but there's some producers that are coming up as well, and they might just need the exposure. So again, it's about how far you're willing to go for what you want,
Yeah, definitely well said, Polo. Thank you so much for joining us.
You don't have the money, it's about going out there and doing the legwork and networking to get it down to where it's something reasonable for you to spend. But regardless, you have to invest in yourself because a PR is not free. That could cost you $3,000 a month alone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So again, it's about really putting yourself out there and figuring it out. Like it's a hustle, so figure it out. If you don't figure it out, you're gonna overpay.
Definitely well said. Polo, thank you so much for joining us for today's online showcase. And last but certainly not least, he is a platinum producer. He's worked with artists such as Young JEEZY, LUDACRIS, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, 2 Chainz, and much, much more. You guys know him. It's DJ Pain 1. DJ Pain 1. Welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How you doing, brother?
Doing well. How you feeling?
Good, man. It's a pleasure to have you, DJ Pain 1. Thank you for joining us today. My question for you, you're a platinum producer, and we're sure it took a lot of work, a lot of dedication to get in the position that you're at today. Do you have any advice to some of those new artists that are tuning in who don't really have much time outside of their 9-to-5 jobs, schoolwork, on how they could balance their work life and their music in order to still achieve success?
I think the problematic word here is balance. To this day, I don't really find that I describe my life as balanced necessarily. But I love making music so much that it doesn't feel like 100% work. There are tasks that feel like work, like taxes right now I have to do. That feels like work. But making music doesn't feel like work. Uploading music, it's half and half, but I know that I'm going to get feedback right away, and that feels good. So I think for me, my biggest bit of advice for everyone, because this is, I went from being a full-time student and having 3 jobs to doing music 100%. And what helped me and might help others is just applying that same kind of discipline that I had at my job and at school to music. So when I made the transition, I just replaced, waking up and going to my job or studying music or studying, I was in grad school for English. So I was reading articles about English. I changed that to reading articles about publishing. I changed that to reading articles and watching videos about mixing. So I just applied that same mentality. And I think ultimately the biggest mistake that creatives make is that they don't view their creative endeavors as a business. And so they will show up to a 9-to-5 and stick it out from 9 to 5 and work and show up every day. And when it comes to music, they're taking breaks. They're sitting around twiddling their thumbs, not actually focusing on anything. They're not treating it as a business. In other words, they're not even keeping track of their expenses or their finances or budgeting or putting themselves on a schedule. And you make money off of a 9-to-5 precisely because you show up every day and put in the work. If you didn't show up, you would get fired. Apply that to your music career.
Definitely well said. Great advice there. Thank you so much for joining us today, DJ Pain 1. That's our star lineup of judges. We have a great lineup of artists as well for today's event. At least 12 artists submitted a song or a video which we'll watch live alongside all 3 of the judges. And today the judges are deciding whether or not to give each artist a pass or a no pass. If an artist gets at least 2 passes, that means they're headed straight to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where they'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. So we're going to kick this thing off with the first artist on today's lineup. Up first, we have Draystone. Draystone, you'll be up first. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Draystone, you're the first artist for today's lineup. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
What's going on, brother? Where you from?
I'm from the Bronx originally, but I'm in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale right now.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you.
Forth.
It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
DRAYSTONE _ everything.
Awesome, Draystone. Now tell us a little bit about this song you submitted today, Like Me. It's got over 3,000 plays on it. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to here?
I mean, really, it's just a real fun, braggadocious song. You know what I'm saying? You just, whatever you're doing in life, nobody can really do it to your expectations. You're your only competition. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those songs just showcasing how I feel when I'm making music, because nobody, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel, like that swaggy, cocky feel.
Awesome. All right, so let's go. Let's take a listen.
Yeah.
This is Draystone with his song Like Me. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Will,
Listen.
shit is fucking cold.
If you creep, bet I creep back. Shorty in the whip, she telling me push the seat back. Feeling kinda tense, I had to relapse. I don't mess on Henny, but tonight I had to relapse. Fear guys when I'm stepping in. Bricks in a duffel with faces of blue presidents. When you want, you know you gotta change your residence. From the people who hate it are never relevant. Yeah, and that's word to Nipsey Hussle. Taught me how to grind and how to get it off the struggle. I'm young, but I'm still putting pieces to the puzzle. I'm a beast before and after if I'm taking off the muzzle. Yo, been a real nigga since a lil nigga. Hang with real killers who always up in the field, nigga. I was the weapon that's concealed, nigga. Now I'm the weapon that I will, nigga. Vans on, but they look like sneakers. 212s hit me hard, banging through the speakers. Used to have them girls braiding my hair up in them bleachers. Now fresh fade, sipping click by the little. Nobody that can put it down like me. Nigga that can dribble down like me. And ain't nobody that gets up profound like me. Ain't nobody tryna run the town like me. Ain't nobody learning from their wrongs like me. Cause nobody moving strong like me. I know you can't get her out them thongs like me. Cause ain't nobody switching up their song like me. Never missing a step, I know it's game time. Half court shooting, my niggas be on they game time. Freak up in the sheets, now I gotta put in pain time. All up in the wop, holding a friend up at the same time. I watch it burn like a loose leaf. We getting this cheddar fettuccine drizzled in blue cheese. No Lamborghini with no roof, please. Think you the man, where the proof be? You at? Glorifying all the fake shit, no handouts. Looking like I really gotta take shit. Watch for the people who be on they heavy snake shit. How the emotions, you can tell they had a fake shit. It's a celebration when I touch down. Smith & Wesson with no regretting when I'm in the Bucktown. Had to focus up, shit was crazy in the shutdown. Aiming for the top, you niggas hungry for a bust down. Yo, from the east to the west coast. And every time I got bitches breaking a bedpost. She dripping wetter than candy, give her a fresh coat. I'm the man in my show with no man. Nobody that can put it down like me. Nigga that can dribble down like me. And ain't nobody that gets up profound like me. Ain't nobody tryna run the town like me. Ain't nobody learning from their wrongs like me. Cause nobody moving strong like me. I know you can't get her out them thongs like me. Cause ain't nobody switching up they song like me. Yeah. Like me. You niggas ain't 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 like me. You niggas wanna be me. You niggas nothing like me. You niggas not like me. I like this shit. I like this shit. I'm not even gonna hold you. I didn't think.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first artist on today's lineup. That was Stone with his song and his video. Let me toss it to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at MOTOWN Capitol Records, Sean Barron. You'll be up first. What did you think of Stone and his video that he submitted?
Liked it. I think you can catch on in the West, so it's a pass to me.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Sean Barron hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Stone and his song that he submitted?
I had good energy stuff, and the structure was there. The hook wasn't the craziest hook, but it was catchy. I'm giving him a pass. Just the only thing I say, come stronger with the chorus, come a little stronger with the verses, moving forward. But as a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Polo hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Pain One. What were your thoughts of Stone and his song that he submitted?
He already passed. I would have passed him too. I agree with Polo. He can rap his ass off. I mean, that's undeniable, and the verses were great. And I think the hook shows potential for him to write catchier melodies. I don't think he's there yet, so I would encourage him to, kind of just work on melodies, switching them up, making them more dynamic, less repetitive, and maybe even working with a co-writer or a feature or something for the time being. You just learn from collaborators who are good at things that you're currently working on. But I don't know, great song. So I would have passed. So I'll just say pass, and now it's unanimous.
Awesome. There you go. Thank you for that. DJ Pain One. All the judges agreeing today. Stone, it is a pass. Big congratulations. You're the first artist today headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again, Stone. We'll see you live in the next round. All right, guys. Next up on the lineup, we have CISO the Goat. CISO the Goat. Doesn't look like we have you in the chat room, but we do have your song ready to go. So let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. I just had to do this to show y'all I rap. All that shit that you talking be cap. You just chasing the cheese, you a lab rat. I ain't fucking that bitch, she a nat. Or this drip you might slip. In the game you take risks. You either make it or miss. Or you die trying, nigga, stop lying. Yeah, my flow kinda different, that shit kinda sickening. My boss kinda heavy, gotta watch how you lift it. Your bitch love my drip, she gon' suck it and sip. I'm loving the way that she taking this dick, all this drip on my body. I'm drowning these bitches, these niggas is mad cause I'm getting some cash. Cause I'm getting some cash, these niggas is mad cause I'm getting some cash. I'm doing my dance like a nigga the baby. Your bitch wanna fuck me, she say I'm her baby. She know how I'm rocking, she know I go crazy. No little key, but you know I'm her baby. Riding around with a Dutch in the car. The way that she crack it, I know she got jaw. White tee and some Timbs got me feeling like God. No Batman, cause I like robbing niggas. Fly nigga got wings on my Robbins, nigga. I ain't never had truth, but I'm honest, nigga. Young nigga get to stepping like Martin, nigga. A nigga been real, never fraudulent. Step back when I shoot like Harden, bitch. Like Harden, bitch. Step back when I shoot like Harden, bitch. Black and handsome, boss for ransom. I'm tryna make it out while I'm still standing. The head that she giving this shit is outstanding. Stacking my money, up shit look like Tetris. That little bitch and her name is Alexis. Got me some top in the back of her Lexus. We ain't even fucking, she think that she special. No. Yo. I am a beast, fuck all of your X-Men. I am the GOAT, these niggas some sheep. We riding around full deep in the Jeep. Don't play with my niggas, we playing for keep. I'm bringing that 40 out, it is a sweep. Or I back out the deuce like I'm keeping the peace. Yo. What? This is the realest shit that you done ever heard. I am the realest, go out of the fucking her. Yo, bitch, love me, she say that she wanna flirt. Fuck her with time and then I had to skirt. Damn. Fuck her with time and then I had to skirt. That's foul, man. Skirt. Dark side of the moon, yeah. Dark side of the moon.
Ransom got the waves.
Dark side of the moon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was CISO the GOAT with his song and his video that he submitted for us. Let me toss it to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of CISO the GOAT and his song that he submitted?
It was cool. The beat was hard. He was coming hard with the flow, but there was no chorus. That's the only thing that kind of, threw me off. But I wasn't mad at it. I'm gonna give him a pass. Just, moving forward, try to come something at the chorus or, break it down a little bit because it felt like it was just one continuous rap. So, but I wasn't mad at it at all.
Awesome.
So pass for me.
Thank you for that. Polo, hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go to the next judge. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. You'll be up next. What do you think of CISO the GOAT and his song that he submitted?
I like the energy, and there were some moments where when he switched the flow up, it sounded cool. It sounded unique, but there were a lot of pauses throughout, and I feel like that just made the song lose a lot of momentum. And then the fact that it didn't have a hook really, I think, took away from the overall listening experience. So I think if you're going to do a song without a hook, it just has to be, that verse has to be undeniable instead of choppy and fragmented. And I felt like it was kind of choppy and fragmented. So I liked it, but I'm just going to say no pass because it just didn't catch me. But the potential is and the talent are there. I just don't feel like they're completely where they need to be.
Definitely well said. Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1, no pass from our second judge, which means for the first time today, we do have a tie, 1 pass and 1 no pass. It's all up to the last judge on the lineup. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you're the tiebreaker for this one. What'd you think of CISO the GOAT and his song?
It's a pass for me. I feel like he got tremendous potential. I like his voice a lot. Some of his lines, his bars, what he was saying was clever. I really liked it. So I'm gonna give him a pass. He does need to come with song structure next time though.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Sean Barron with the save, giving you your second pass from the judges. Congratulations to you, CISO the GOAT. You're the next artist today headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again. We'll see you live in the next round. And next up on the lineup, we have Kenny and Dedication. Kenny and Dedication, we did have you in the chat room, but it looks like you did disconnect from us. No worries, we're going to try to get you connected here. We do have your song ready to go. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
G, it's your boy Kenny Mac, man. Hollow Point Records, baby. You dig? Got my boy Dedication in the building. You dig? Dedication. Ghost Gang. Yeah. She just wanna know if it's on tonight. I be in the crib like post it up, give it a right. She a type of girl, man, that'll love it tonight. I said it's on tonight. I'ma give her what she looking for on tonight. I said it's on tonight. Got her in the club and now she popping tonight. I said it's on tonight. I know you want it, baby, so you can leave with me. It's on tonight. She in my bedroom, legs up, foot in the air, and I was trying to give it up to a nigga that you know him for a while. I ain't playing with the games, I can tell you that I'm wild. Buck wild like a golden child. I give it to you real quick, then we jump into the whip, foreign whip. Now she got the legs open in the whip, head out the window and her hair blowing quick. I done told her I done like a girl in the wild. Bend over, let me show you that I'm wild. I'ma show you what I like, I'ma give you what you need. She just wanna know if it's on tonight. I be in the crib like posted up, give it a right. She a type of girl, man, that'll love it tonight. I said it's on tonight. I'ma give her what she looking for on tonight. I said it's on tonight. Got her in the club, man, now she popping tonight. I said it's on tonight. Sexy complexion, little mama's jump in my section and we can roll. Yeah. Cause you say you got some problems and maybe I'm trying to solve them. Take off your clothes. Ooh, yeah. Baby, know she bad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kenny and Dedication with their song that they submitted for us. Let me toss it to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. You'll be up first for this one. What'd you think of Kenny and Dedication and their song?
I really liked the feel of it. I thought the production was cool. Just that kind of old school classic aesthetic. In terms of the execution, that's where I think the song needs work. Structure-wise, in terms of the hook, it just kind of, it felt chaotic. Like a lot of the stuff was just improvised, and there's nothing wrong with that if it works. And a lot of people use freestyle as a technique to just come up with ideas, but you just have to learn how to refine those ideas into something more memorable. And it felt like a lot was just being thrown at this track. So as of now, for this particular song, it's a no pass for me. But once the recording quality is stepped up, once the songwriting is elevated to the point where it needs to be, and these ideas, which are good ideas, really take shape based on the execution of them, then I think the artist will have a strong product.
Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. He's the vice president of A&R over at MOTOWN Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what'd you think of Kenny and Dedication and their song?
It's a no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you for that. Sean Barron, no pass from our second judge as well. Let's go to the last judge. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think of Kenny and Dedication and their song?
DJ Payne in the head. I think that it was a good vibe, for old school, type of sound. But the delivery, the vocal execution of it wasn't good. So it's a no pass for me. It still needs work. But then if you're making that style of music and today's era is a little behind. So I'm not sure how would that work, even if they figured it out. But it sounded. Again, it was a good vibe, but I couldn't really tune into it, vocally. So it's a no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass from our three judges today, Kenny and Dedication. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Kenny and Dedication. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Pesh Millie. Pesh Millie, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Pesh Millie, can you hear us? Oh, you're muted. Go ahead. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, what's going on, man? Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Bed-Stuy.
Awesome, man. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
My social media is at I am Pesh Millie on Instagram, Twitter.
Awesome.
TikTok, y'all go and follow me.
All right, dope. And tell us a little bit about your song that you submitted today, Pesh Millie. Tell us a little bit about your song you submitted today called Ivory. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to? All right, and no worries. Looks like we did lose him. Let me go ahead and load up his song. We'll be right back.
So when did you guys start rapping? What age? When?
You want to take this one?
tell you the age. We was just some little dirty niggas outside.
Out of flipping on mattress cons, son.
Alright, cool. Like, what inspired you? Did you murder someone? Did someone pass?
Who you murdered?
Honestly, all my friends are dead.
You bugging.
If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends are dead. All of my bitches give head.
If I talk to my friends, they're dead. All of my bitches give head. All of my bitches get bread. If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends are dead. All of my bitches give head. All of my bitches get bread. If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends are dead. I spoke to the bro, I was sleeping. I spoke to the bro, I was sleeping. I spoke to the bro, I was dreaming. I spoke to the bro and I told him. All of my bitches give head. All of my bitches get bread. If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends are dead. I lost my bro to the block, still see him cold in the box. You know I know who the ops, see him put hoes through they top. Did what I'm supposed to do, stop. I got the Polis a mop, I'm by the stove by the top. I put the coke in the pot, cut it with soda for stock. Watch how it bubbled and rock. I was in the field since yay high. Pussy niggas scared to let yay fly. I brought coke back, though yay died. My new bitch ask him K-size. Fuck up a check when I'm fucking with her, I'm fucking the neck. Put in some work if you want the respect. Lil' cuz heard that started up in attack. He want the respect. Where I'm from ain't no handouts. Niggas really had to put in work for it. Put a nigga on a shirt for it. Body found by a nigga surfboard it. Fuck your bitch, she gon' surfboard it. Make her say ah, then I skirt on her. Niggas know me for the family. Go through hell and back and even worse for 'em. Extend those on the pocket rockets. Can't hold a gun if you're not gon' pop it. Niggas see me and get petrol. Like when you fuck a bitch and a condom poppin'. I just popped the perk and I'm not gon' stop it. I just blew a bag and I'm not gon' stop it. I just spoke the bro and we had to chop it. I just spoke the bro and I had to tell him. All of my bitches give head. All of my bitches get bread. If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends are dead. All of my bitches give head. All of my bitches get bread. If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends are dead. I spoke to the bro, I was sleeping. I spoke to the bro, I was sleeping. I spoke to the bro, I was dreaming. I spoke to the bro and I told him. All of my bitches give head. All of my bitches get bread. If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends
really
are
fucked
dead.
up the re on my last flip. Really fucked up the V with my last bitch. Really took me a trip of like 34 P's if you little niggas wanna talk traffic. Really fucked up the re on my last flip. Really fucked up the V with my last bitch. Really took me a trip of like 34 P's if you little niggas wanna talk. Yeah. This for them niggas that's plotting to snake me and say they my homie. I could retire the team and let you be the king, but forever the niggas I'm Kobe. Tryna get low in the spot with a bitch, and as soon as she pull up, I tell her to blow me. She only pulled up because she was lonely. Face flooded, fell in love with a rollie. Wristband, diamonds jump out the face. 100 bands when I run out the bank. Stacking breach, let it flood out the safe. Niggas stealing sauce, I could give it away, I could give it away. Money bag and go straight to the safe. Fuck them niggas, they all in the way. Shorty love me, she won't get a taste. Bustin', I let it fall on her face, cuz
all of my bitches give head. All of my bitches get bread. If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends are dead. All of my bitches give head. All of my bitches get bread. If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends are dead. I spoke to the bro, I was sleeping. I spoke to the bro, I was sleeping. I spoke to the bro, I was dreaming. I spoke to the bro and I told him. All of my bitches give head. All of my bitches get bread. If I talk to my friends, they're dead. Cause all of my friends are dead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Pesh Millie with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what do you think of Pesh Millie and his song that he submitted?
I thought the song was okay. I wasn't mad at the production on it. I just think the concept was a little outdated, you know what I mean? And the execution of the whole song to me wasn't there. From the chorus to the first guy's verse, I thought they could do better. The second guy who came in was, you know, his flow was a little bit better, but it wasn't enough to convince me to pass it, so it was a no pass for me for that.
All right, there you have it. Thank you for that.
Plus the song, and then
that
song been also, I looked at the views. The song has only been out for a year. It only has 2,000, views. I don't think they were pushing it hard enough. So I was wondering why they came and played it in this showcase. I would think they would come with something, more up to date. But it's a no pass. So.
And Polo, let me ask you real quick, as an A&R, any advice you could give some of those artists tuning in? How do they avoid being classified as dated, having that dated sound to their music?
I mean, it's just, staying relevant, listening to what's going on today. I'm not saying jump into, because today they're doing drill, not saying jump into drill, but work with producers who actually are, are current or who are currently using the sound that's going on today. Like, I don't think that song is outdated. It's a year old, but I don't think it's out. That song is not outdated. But again, the concept, All My Friends Are Dead, that was, 2016 when Uzi came out with that. You know what I mean? Like, to bring that back around, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? People have to be a little bit more creative. I just think that, that saying is outdated, but the sound wasn't outdated. It was just that saying. The song is a year old. So to me, in a year, if you only even had 2,000 views on it, you wasn't gaining the traction. So, how are you going to, now you're going to put a couple A&Rs and Grammy producer, we're going to judge it hard. You know what I mean? So, to me, it's just the record is not going to, it's just not fit for me to pass them. You know what I mean? So.
All right, there you have it.
He just came with the wrong song, wrong time, just saying.
For sure, definitely. Polo, thank you for that. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. You'll be up next. What were your thoughts of Pesh Millie and his song that he submitted?
I feel like Polo kind of said it all. That the hook and the hook concept was my concern. I think overall the sound was cool, and they can definitely rap, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. I want to. Yeah, I'm just gonna rock with Polo and say no pass for the reasons that he said.
There you have it. No pass from our second judge as well. Let's go to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the vice president of A&R at MOTOWN Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what'd you think of Pesh and his song?
It didn't catch me. It wasn't. You could tell he has talent, but that song wasn't it. So I'm gonna give it a no pass also.
All right, no pass from all three of the judges today. Pesh, be sure to check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Pesh Millie. And up next on the lineup, we have Pretty Cat. Pretty Cat, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, and we have Pretty Cat as we go ahead and bring you on in here. Can you hear us? And you are muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick, Pretty Cat.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on? Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Representing Chicago. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Pretty Cat on YouTube, Pretty Cat on Facebook, and I also Pretty Cat underscore. Pretty underscore cat underscore on Instagram. Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. Now tell us a little bit about your song you submitted today called Grapes. What is this all about? This is the official video. I see it's got almost 1,000 plays on it. What are we about to watch here?
Okay, so basically the song Grapes is to me it's the sexual hip hop. It's more for like strip clubs. Is more on the adult level, for grown women, mature women, on that style. It's fun to me. The song was fun, basically.
All right, awesome. So let's go. Let's take a listen. This is Pretty Cat with her song Grapes. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Don't stop poppin' pussy. Don't stop poppin' pussy. Don't stop poppin' pussy. Don't stop poppin' pussy. Every time he eat me, he act like he never ate. He looked me in my eyes and said that pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes. That pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes.
He like that pussy wet when he ready for the poke it. Fuck me, boy, no joking. Loving every inch of it. Pull that dick out, something different for the hell of it. What the fuck is celibate? Sucking fucking on my click. Fuck me so good, I'm about to throw it hissy fit. I'm about to throw it hissy fit. Fuck me so good, I'm about to throw it hissy fit. Every time he eat me, he act like he never ate. He look me in my eyes and say that pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes. That pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes. That pussy taste like grapes. Every time he eat me, he act like he never ate. He look me in my eyes and say that pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes. That pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes. That pussy taste like grapes. Thick as a sneaker, he can't wait to eat her. Sexy mamacita, body banging, lacing cheetah. Lita hot like ether, pussy begging on the meter. She's an overachiever, bounce that ass and shake like speakers. Pretty girls, they see her, bummy hoes like skeezers. Petty hoes, stop tricking dicks, better get your fucking visa. Get you a couple visas, travel a couple seasons. Get these haters reasons, and hold these hoes for treason. Every time he eat me, he act like he never ate. He look me in my eyes and say that pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes. That pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes. That pussy taste like grapes. Every time he eat me, he act like he never ate. He look me in my eyes and say that pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes. That pussy taste like grapes, like grapes, like grapes. That pussy taste like grapes. Don't stop popping pussy. 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 Don't stop popping pussy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Pretty Cat with her song and her video that she submitted for us. Let me toss it to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, you'll be up first. What did you think of Pretty Cat and her song that she submitted?
I think songs like these, at least in terms of the the concept, will always work. So I like that she's on that path. And I think this song could really work. I think she could have one of these kind of like cult singles on her hands, kind of like the I never know how to say her name, Kia Kaya, but she had this song called My Swag Out, and it was just kind of similar, where it had that sound. But in terms of the execution, that's where I think the song falls short. And like this is one of those situations where I'm like, I wish I had been in the studio because the beat just felt, it just wasn't holding up, and the recording quality and the mix quality were both low. And I would tell her that moving forward with how she records, don't double everything. Because if you're not perfectly on beat, you end up with this weird effect where it sounds like two voices that aren't quite talking at the same time. And sonically, that actually neuters the power of the main vocals. So just try to get one strong lead. I just think it was created at a very ground level, very raw. So not quite where it needs to be. So I'm kind of on that. I'll give her a pass just because I think it's a fun song. Like the fun factor is high, but it needs a lot of work. But I'm saying that because the potential is there. I think from a DJ perspective, I just think it needs work. But it's worth focusing on.
All right, thank you for that. DJ Payne 1 hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the vice president of A&R over at MOTOWN Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up next. What did you think of Pretty Cat and her song that she submitted?
I see where she was trying to go with it, but just execution-wise, it wasn't there for me, so I'm going to have to give it a no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Sean Barron, no pass, unfortunately, from our second judge. So once again, we do have a tie, 1 pass and 1 no pass. It's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, you're the tiebreaker for this one. What were your thoughts of Pretty Cat and her song?
I agree with both judges. I can see where it could be catchy, but also see where, you can definitely hear where it needs help with. Vocally, lyrically, mix-wise, I just think it's too early for me to give it a pass. So I'm going to say it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from the judges today, Pretty Cat. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all 3 of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Pretty Cat. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have J Loves. J Loves, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so J Loves, can you hear us?
Yeah.
What's going on, brother? Where are you from?
I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Okay, my Instagram is Josh_Lovett. And my Twitter is JLovett, LOVETT 70.
All right, awesome. And tell us a little bit about your song you submitted today called Fine Wine. I see it's got almost 8,000 plays on it. What's this all about? What are we about to listen to here?
Oh yeah, this is a song I wrote about 2 years ago. It's about drinking, getting your feels, getting that alcohol in your body, and how you can react as a person to alcohol. Maybe not alcoholism, but drinking and partying.
Okay, cool. All right, so this is J Loves. Let me go ahead and load up his video, Fine Wine. We'll be right back.
I remember when my teachers told me to color in the lines. Now I spit like I'm coming in the game like Ray Rice. I may not be an athlete, but I keep that money on my mind. I remember when I couldn't wait to call a girl mine. Now all I'm getting is dimes. When I was 9, I had a dream I could make the world mine. Now me and your girl doing coke lines. Paparazzi flashing pics, but I don't even pay it any mind, because they bitter like tequila with no lime. Nowadays all you hear is I get better with age like a fine wine. I spit this rap stuff so smart she calls me Einstein. With a body like hers, no wonder she in the top 5. Why are you hating on Nick Cannon when you know he deserves more than a Nickelodeon Kids Award Show prize? With a flow like this, you would think that I'm on the drum line. I can't fuck with the allegations of anyone being a bad parent, while you are stuck wondering where a baby is at all times. Y'all are still the same ones not doing shit with your own lives. Nowadays all you hear is I get better with age like a fine wine. Your girl in the car sitting in the passenger seat, we both been drinking. If either of us took a puff from the blunt, we would be sound asleep. She's a good girl, but we are used to calling her and her friends baddies. Driving to watch the sunset is starting to become a routine. Tired of all the hating and instigating. This shit makes me want to go back to the days of us getting drinks. She always tells me to stop the fighting, but I think that she is the one that is tripping. I asked her if she wants another glass of wine, and she said no, I'm good, I'm just sipping. fine wine type of vibe. Age is only a number to me. That's why I keep a bad bitch with me, and I still get better with time like a fine wine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was J Loves with his song Fine Wine that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at MOTOWN Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of J Loves and his song that he submitted?
It's a no pass for me. I would just tell you to really listen to people who came before you. Your rapping sounded more like you was talking than actually flowing. So work on your flow a lot. But I see your potential. It just need to be sharpened a little bit. For now, it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Sean Barron, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what do you think of J Loves and his song?
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off of Sean. I mean, it just when he came on, his voice was. I was like, okay, he got a deep voice. And then when the record came on, I thought, he's talking again. And it's I could hear where he was rhyming, but again, it the form that he was, doing is more in spoken form than spoken word instead of a rhyme or a melody. I think he needs to practice that, figure out how to be more in pocket, because I tell artists, your voice is an instrument that has to fit in pocket with the rest of the instruments that's on the production. So right there, it just sounded like his vocals was fighting the production. So he has to figure out how to put that rhyme scheme into a melody, and that fits in the right pocket of a beat or any beat. So it's very early for me for sure. So no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from our second judge. Let's go to the last judge. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What were your thoughts of J Loves and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, just to add to what my fellow judges said, I think you have good wit. Focus some of that energy on the conventions of songwriting / poetry, because they're all the same. Poetry has meter and cadence and end rhyme and all of these other elements that also are applied to songwriting, so that you are not just throwing words over a beat, and you're actually creating a song that feels intentional and that feels cohesive.
Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1, great advice there from all three of the judges. Unfortunately, it's a no pass today, J Loves. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was J Loves. And next up on the lineup, we have Bash. Now, Bash, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so we have Bash connecting with us. Can you hear us?
Yeah, man.
What's going on, brother? Where are you from?
Columbus, Ohio.
Ohio. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Well, I'm on Facebook as Bash Shock, SHOCK. I got my own YouTube channel, Sebastian Shock, ION, that is. But the band that I'm really kind of push forward is Artifacts with an X. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Play, Google Play, everything. That's what this is. This is one of our covers.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit about that. So you said this is a cover right here, right? And you said you're pushing your band. So what are we about to listen to here? What kind of music do you guys make?
Well, we make atmospheric rock music. It's like arena rock, really, is what Brandon has described it as. we sometimes we'll take a song and put a touch of flavor on it if we're doing a cover, and sometimes we'll really put our thing into it. Like we did a cover of NF's song "If You Want Love," and we really rocked it up. But with this one, we kind of kept it simple and let me just do the flutty duddies and really sing sing really good.
All right, awesome. So let's go. Let's take a listen. Artifacts. Let's go ahead and load up their song. We'll be right back.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Oh, I found a girl. She's beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bash with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Bash and his song with his video that he submitted?
I mean, it's a cover. I think he did a good job as covering the cover. But in this competition, I don't know how would that fit or how he would approach it. You can't. This is a competition, and you have to perform on stage. And I don't think performing someone else's song is gonna get you to the next, to the next level or the next round. So I'm gonna have to say no pass. I mean, I like what he's vocally doing. I think he has a good voice. I think it can even get stronger. But again, I'm judging a cover of somebody else's song in a competition where a lot of guys are coming with original music. So based on that, I'm gonna have to say it's a no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge. Let's go to the next judge. He's a platinum producer, DJ Pain 1. What'd you think of Bash and his song?
Yeah, in addition to this competition being composed of probably 99.9% original music, the other issue with a cover is that you're competing with the original. So you're competing with Ed Sheeran. And that means that if the musical arrangement, musical performance, vocal arrangement, vocal performance isn't drastically better than his, then his is always going to overshadow yours. And unfortunately, the musical performance was fine. It just wasn't that different. And the vocal performance, you're a great vocalist. I would like to hear you singing something original because Ed Sheeran just performed his song better. So I could see you putting your own twist on it and really, 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 really adding some other element to it. But I just don't feel like you did here. So this might not have been the best representation of your talent as a vocalist. So I think, keeping that in mind in future competitions, originality is going to be a big asset for you, So unfortunately, no pass for me at this time.
All right, thank you for that. DJ Pain 1, no pass from the first two judges. Let's go to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the vice president of A&R at MOTOWN, Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of Bash and his song that he submitted?
I totally agree with you guys. I want to pass you because your voice is nice. You did a good job on the cover, but you got to come with your own song ultimately. So it's a no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that. Sean Barron, no pass, unfortunately, from the three judges today, Bash. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us, man. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. And next up on the lineup for today, we have Lou Nympho. Lou Nympho, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Lou Nympho, can you hear us? Hey, you are muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, how's it going? Where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
North Carolina. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
It's LUNYNFO_ on Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome. So, LUNYNFO, tell us a little bit about your song you submitted today. It's got over 1,600 plays on it. What is this all about? It's called Sadity, right?
Sadity. It's
Sadity. Okay,
so,
perfect.
Yeah, it's about being Sadity. The first line is from the hood, but I'm Sadity, so that's basically what I'm talking about. It's a fun song, that's all.
All right, awesome. So let's go ahead, let's take a listen to Sadity with LUNYNFO. Let me load up her song, and we'll be right back.
I'm gonna try to sing for y'all.
Ayo, 60.
Toby, play me something. Got Lennon on the track, bitch.
Oh, real hustler.
hustler, straight from the gutter. Oh. Real hustler, straight from the gutter. Oh. Real hustler, straight from the gutter. Oh. Real hustler, straight from the gutter. Oh. Let's go. From the hood, but I'm sedated. I'm petty, call me 50, and I'll never tap my titties, cause these bitches is too pretty. Grew up in Mississippi, them country boys carry semis. Sipping on that Henny, mommy, you can keep the Remy. From the hood, but I'm sedated. Petty, call me 50, and I'll never tap my titties, cause these bitches is too pretty. He grew up in Mississippi, them country boys carry semis. Sipping on that Henny, mommy, you can keep the Remy. Look, I'm solid and I'm fluid. These drugs I be abusing, ease the pain and so soothing. Walk by and they be drooling. Bad for assuming, planting seeds, now they blooming. On that pussy, I be chewing. Hit record, it's resuming. Me for recouping to my soul. I'm saluting, only gas I'm consuming, and I'm addicted to this music. Bad bitches get recruited, and they just mad I'm getting to it. But I'm the new magician, 6'9" favorite position. Hate the politicians, they be changing the petitions. Domination, not submission. Pay a bitch tuition to defeat my opposition. I'ma roll up a partition, fold your clothes and wash the dishes. See no competition. Eating great, no malnutrition. My old lady be bitching, but I be setting tensions. Leave me, you gon' be wishing. Leave me, you reminiscing. Play me, there's no forgiveness. Oh. Real hustler, straight from the gutter. Oh. Real hustler, straight from the gutter. Oh. Real hustler, straight from the gutter. Oh. From the hood, but I'm sedated. I'm petty, call me 50, and I'll never tap my titties, cause these bitches is too pretty. He grew up in Mississippi, them country boys carry semis. Sipping on that Henny, mommy, you can keep the Remy. From the hood, but I'm sedated. Petty, call me 50, and I'll never tap my titties, cause these bitches is too pretty. He grew up in Mississippi, them country boys carry semis. Sipping on that Henny, mommy, you can keep the Remy. You can keep it. Same bitch since 96. Never did I switch, I ain't never hit no licks, but I'll run it up quick. Text me to get his fix, told me he tryna quit. My heart is a brick, bitch, so ill she sick. And damn, she hella thick. Found out money can't make me rich, so I'm never in the mix. Blew up like I hit the pick, but I blew up like I hit the pick. Watch me blow. Switch up, you can't even hit my phone. I know all the spots can't hold back no moans. My new nigga, he put me up on the throne, and you just a dog that's looking for a bone. Switch up, you can't even hit my phone. I know all the spots can't hold back no moans. My new nigga, he put me up on the throne, and you was just a dog that was looking for a bone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lenimfo with her song and her video that she submitted for us. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer, DJ Pain 1. You'll go up first. What do you think of Lenimfo and her video that she submitted?
Oh, video looked great. I thought the lines of the hook were great because they stuck out. And they conveyed a lot of energy and a lot of personality. I just feel like the song didn't come to. There's so much potential. I felt like the beat wasn't energetic enough. I felt like the delivery was being held back by the beat. I just wanted more energy, and like the lyrics felt rushed because the beat was just too slow paced for it. Video looked great though. The energy was good. I'm like, damn. I'll give her a pass. I just don't want her to perform this song. That's all.
All right, thank you for that. DJ Pain 1 hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go to the next judge. He's the vice president of A&R at MOTOWN Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of Lenimfo and her song with her video that she submitted?
I agree exactly with Pain 1. I didn't like the song at all, but everything else, your presentation, the video,
Sean, we're losing you there real quick. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now, Sean.
No, I just said that I didn't like the song at all, but the presentation was dope. I'm gonna give her a pass because of that, but you gotta come with a different song for sure.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Sean Barron hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. Let's go to the last judge. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what do you think of Lenimfo and her video that she submitted?
I mean, she already got a pass. I agree with both the guys. There's potential there. I just didn't think this was the record. From the hook to the verses, I just thought she could have did a little bit better. Honestly, I would have given her a no pass. Just again, because this is a competition, and I think a lot of those guys that are in that competition are already kind of a little bit more experienced. I just feel like she needs to get a little bit more experience in the studio, get more comfortable with her voice as well. Again, there's potential. You could hear it. It just needs time. You know what I mean? I just think, right now is not the time for it. But she got to pass with the other guys. So, let's see how she does in the competition. Hopefully she comes with a stronger record.
Definitely well said. Thank you for that, Polo. And you heard it from the judges, Leninfo. Congratulations. You're the next artist today headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congratulations once again, Leninfo. We'll see you live in the next round. All right, guys, and next up on the lineup, we have Lara K. Lara K, let's go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Lara K, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Where are you from?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. I'm actually from the Netherlands in Europe.
Awesome. All the way from the Netherlands. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Everything is just Lara K Music. So my Instagram, Twitter, everything is Lara K Music.
Awesome. And Lara K, tell us a little bit about this song you submitted today. It's called Heat. I see you've got over 2,100 plays on it. What is this all about? What we're about to listen to here?
It's actually about the illusion of love. I was dating with someone for a while, and the sex, everything was awesome, and it was great. But I didn't know if that was really the person I desired. I desired the love more than the actual real love. So that was complicated, so I wrote a song about it, basically.
All right, so let's go ahead, let's take a listen. This is Heat with Lara K. Let's go ahead and load up her video. We'll be right back.
Talking through the phone all night long. Your voice stuck in my head like a little love song. But is it right? Is it right? Is it right? Is it right? I feel the chemistry rocking over my body. Electricity running through my veins. Perfect flame. In this fire, is it you that I desire? I feel the heat, I feel the heat, I feel the heat. We're on fire, fire. I feel the heat, I feel the heat, I feel the heat. It's on fire, fire. Obsessed with an obsession. Turn into aggression. She got me twisted with confessions. Feels like my crush landing. So is this right? Is it right? I should try. Oh, I should try to find out why. So help me understand this. Telling where we're standing feels like dancing and taking nothing for granted. But is it right? Oh, is it right? Oh, is it right? Oh, no, no. I on fire, fire.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lara K with her song and her video that she submitted for us today. Let's toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at MOTOWN Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Lara K and her song that she submitted? All right. Oh, there we go. We got you now, Sean.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I felt like it was solid. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. You're good.
Yeah. I feel like it was solid. I don't really have anything like good or bad to say about it. I feel like she has a nice voice. Anything other than that, I'm gonna give her a pass because it wasn't terrible, but I feel like the songwriting needs to be better.
All right, thank you for that. Sean Barron hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what do you think of Lara K and her song that she submitted?
Yeah, I agree with Sean. I think the record's solid. I wasn't mad at it at all. I think she did a good job. I wish vocally she could have executed a little better, and lyrically could have been a little better, but that comes with time. But I think, from what she did, I think she did a good job, so I'm going to give it a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Polo, hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. Let's go to the last judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Pain One. What were your thoughts of Lara K and her song?
Yeah, I'll give her a pass too, just to make it unanimous. But I agree with both of them. It was, for me, I thought all the elements were there and they sounded good, but the writing, I wanted it to be a little less predictable, like the whole Fire Desire concept. It's just been done to death, so. Aesthetically, great. Sonically, great. And then the songwriting, the more the depth of songwriting, the depth of lyrics will come with time and focus. So hopefully, this feedback pushes her in that direction.
Definitely. Thank you for that. DJ Pain One, and you heard it from all three of the judges. Today, Lara K, you're the next artist headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congratulations to you. We'll see you live in the next round. And next up on the lineup, we have Bishop Baby. Bishop Baby, we don't have you in the chat room, but we have your song ready to go. It's called Drunk Nights. Let's go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Drunk night, fun life, spending all this money like it's alright. Moonlight, sunrise, everybody claims that it's alright. Wildlife, trade size, party all night to the sunlight. You laugh, I cry, everything was wrong when I tried. Drunk night, fun life, spending all this money like it's alright. Moonlight, sunrise, everybody claims that it's alright. Wildlife, trade size, party all night to the sunlight. You laugh, I cry, everything was wrong when I tried. Now I done throw the drink, yeah. Promise I don't think the same, yeah. You be lying in my face, yeah. Don't make me pull this K, yeah. chilling through the night. Everything was alright until you got tight. I don't even know what for we living life. You didn't even know, you didn't even care, I swear. I've been drinking, I'm emotional. I've been drinking, I'm emotional. You missed it and get close enough. You missed it and get close enough. I've been drinking, I'm emotional. I've been drinking, I'm emotional. You my friend, but you been folding up. If I was down, would you hold me up? Drunk night, fun life. Spending all this money like it's alright. Moonlight, sunrise. Everybody claims that it's alright. Wildlife, trade size. Party all night to the sunlight. You laugh, I cry. Everything was wrong when I tried. Drunk night, fun life. Spending all this money like it's alright. Moonlight, sunrise. Everybody claims that it's alright. Wildlife, trade size. Party all night to the sunlight. You laugh, I cry. Everything was wrong when I tried, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bishop Baby with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What do you think of Bishop Baby and his song with his video that he submitted?
It was cool. I wasn't mad at the concept. I feel like it could have came a little bit more energy. The lyrics could have been a little bit more creative. I feel like, he did okay, but he could have added more. I just feel like it didn't do enough to capture me or to make me want to pass it. So I'm gonna say it's a no pass for now.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. He's a platinum producer. DJ Pain 1, you'll be up next. What were your thoughts of Bishop Baby and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I'm definitely riding with Polo on this one. And I think beyond just the energy being low, and I didn't feel like that complemented or really went along with the sound of the production, which was cool. I like the production. The fact that the vocal performance was so low energy, the tone felt too airy, and the vocal texture just felt wrong, and then the tone also fell flat a lot because of that. And so I think that there are a lot of good ideas. I think the concept was cool, but he just needs to step up the vocal performance and the writing and really put his best foot forward, and then he'll have a stronger record.
Definitely. Thank you for that. DJ Pain 1, no pass from our second judge on the lineup as well. Let's go over to the last judge. He's the vice president of A&R over at MOTOWN Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what do you think of him and his song that he submitted?
Yes, I totally agree with both of the guys. Like, it was a cool record. It was right down the middle. So I'm gonna have to give it a no pass too.
All right, thank you for that, Sean Barron, and you heard it from all three of the judges today. No pass, unfortunately, Bishop Baby. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have 2K Zell. 2K Zell, we did have you in the chat room, but you did disconnect from us. No worries, because we still have your song ready to go. It's called Dream. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
AJ Money, what you do? Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream, get us out, ayy. Dream, 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 dream. Hit the hill, past the A, if he play, he gon' lay, ayy. Dream, 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 dream. Heart been broke so many times, I feel like Broadway. Hold it with the stick, we gon' let it hit, you gon' feel the right way. I was on my D, had to hit a lick, got this the hard way. I feel like Broadway, what's that word, broad day. I can float in the water without the boat. You a jacket, big boy, you smell hella pole. Chopper zoom on his head like a telescope. Talking out your neck like you want hella smoke. So I turn my neck like a fucking rope. Put the beam on the chest like a telescope. I'ma sell it 2K as a fucking goal. If they ask for a feature, I tell them no. Why would I argue that shit is irrelevant? If it's so smoke in the air, you inhaling it. Chopper bullet is the size of an elephant. You say you sick of me, go take some medicine. I spend my weed like a motherfucking pelican. And talk to God cause I know that I'm heaven sent. Don't question me about how I feel, could be down the side. I promise you I'm feeling excellent. 40 hit them, it gon' make them oh, oh, oh. I was lost and I didn't know which way to go. I know you like the way Lil 2K switch this flow. You a pussy bitch and I know that's for sure. Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream, get us out, ayy. Dream, 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 dream. Hit the hill, past the A, if he play, he gon' lay, ayy. Dream, 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 dream. Heart been broke so many times, I feel like Broadway. Hold it with the stick, we gon' let it hit, you gon' feel the right way. I was on my D, had to hit a lick, got this the hard way. I feel like Broadway, what's that boy, broad day. I get inclined from time to time. Mama, I'm sorry, you know that I'm trying. Put the clips on to get him a design. If somebody trap me, then somebody dying. Broke me on the block, they slanging nine. Can't fuck with these niggas be lying. That little nigga say he the best, the holla gon' go through his chest and stop at his spine. Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream, get us out, ayy. Dream, 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 dream. Hit the hill, past the A, if he play, he gon' lay, ayy. Dream, 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 dream. Heart been broke so many times, I feel like Broadway. Hold it with the stick, we gon' let it hit, you gon' feel the right way. I was on my D, had to hit a lick, got this the hard way. I feel like Broadway, what's that boy, broad day, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was 2K Zell with his song that he submitted for us. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. I will start things off. He is platinum producer DJ Pain One. We'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of 2K Zell and his song that he submitted?
I guess the only thing I'll say is I didn't really understand what the hook. I felt like the lyrics of the hook were just a little confusing. But other than that, it was dope, so I'm giving it a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. DJ Pain One hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go for the next judge. He's the VP of A&R at MOTOWN Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of 2K Zell and his song that he submitted?
I'm gonna have to go the other way with this one. I felt like this was, right down the middle too. So I'm gonna give it a no pass.
All right, there you have it. From Sean Barron, no pass from our second judge. We have a tie once again, which means it's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you're the tiebreaker once again. What'd you think of 2K Zell and his song that he submitted?
I'm split too, because I'm like, I agree with Payne. I agree with Sean. I think it's like Sean said, it's right down the middle. And I think the thing that lost it for me was like what Payne said was not understanding what the chorus was, and that's the meat of the song. So, if you don't really know what the chorus was or what they were talking about, at the end of the day, you kind of lost and not knowing what the song is. So, because of that, I'm gonna say it's a no pass. But the kid has potential. He has a good flow, has a good voice. I wasn't mad at the verses, but when it came to tying it in with the chorus, I feel like that could have been executed better. So, he has potential. I think he just needs to work more on, making sure that the chorus stands out and is impactful.
Definitely. Thank you for that, Polo. Great advice there. No pass, unfortunately, from the judges today, 2K, but check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all 3 of the judges. And with that, we're going to move on now to our last artist for today's lineup. Last up, we have Mr. Prince. Mr. Prince, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Mr. Prince, as we connect with you here, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Where are you from?
Me, I'm from Canada.
Representing
Ottawa.
Canada. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
On Instagram, it's at Mr.Prince. And same for my YouTube.
All right, awesome. So tell us a little bit about this song you submitted today. What is this all about? What we're about to watch here.
It's not a music video. It's just an audio, but it's black. The name is called Blackface Trudeau, and the reason why I named that because the Prime Minister of Canada, he did a thing where he painted his whole face black, and it got a lot of backlash. But I thought it was cool. Like, what if he was black? So that's why I made the song Blackface Trudeau.
All right, dope. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Mr. Prince with his song. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
Depot on the beat.
I'm that black-faced Trudeau. What the fuck do you know? My niggas in the back smoking weed like gelato. I ain't feeling drunk, but I don't give a fuck. Put a body in the trunk, underwater, yeah, we dump. I'm that black-faced Trudeau. What the fuck do you know? My niggas in the back smoking weed like gelato. I ain't feeling drunk, but I don't give a fuck. Put a body in the trunk, underwater, yeah, we dump. What you saying now? Yeah, I'm all the way up. Parliament smoking blunts, yeah, we chill with the skunk. Roll the bar like a genie, got a bottle of Henny. All I get fettuccine, but I can't fuck with rats. Got the 6, 1, 3, and they hit my G's, cause they all got keys to the city. Yeah, she calling me a gentleman, cause I give her medicine on the low prescribed. Got the whole city getting high. Must be the opioids, got 6-pack like steroids. I don't act big, nigga, get big, nigga. Yeah, you know I'm the guy, just come for a ride. Yeah, we let it slide, 180 on the high. Get the fuck out the way, got nothing else to say, got nothing else to say, nah. Nah, I'm that Fresh Prince Trudeau, blackface Trudeau. Wife so bad, if I die, she a widow. Smoking on gelato, eyes get mellow. Bag it up, add it up, gone by tomorrow. Young nigga, I know, deep throat, slow. Baddest guy, I know, deep inside I love her. I can never tell her, something like Elizabeth can never ever be my queen without a ring. It and team, blackface Trudeau. What the fuck do you know? My niggas in the back smoking weed like gelato. I ain't feeling drunk, but I don't give a fuck. Put a body in the trunk, underwater, yeah we dump. I'm that blackface Trudeau. What the fuck do you know? My niggas in the back smoking weed like gelato. I ain't feeling drunk, but I don't give a fuck. Put a body in the trunk, underwater, yeah we dump. Hey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Prince with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What do you think of Mr. Prince and his song that he submitted?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I just didn't understand the concept of it. He mentioned what it was, but I still don't know where it was leading me to, and it was, which was kind of a little bit contradicting in the verses because he was talking about something else. So it wasn't all tied in together, which would have been, if he would have tied it all together, probably would have been a little bit a better chance to pass it. But at the end of the day, I listened to the record and I just didn't get anything from it. So I'm gonna say it's a no pass for me.
All right, no pass from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What do you think of Mr. Prince and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with Polo because I think the way he explained it, it felt like, especially given the title, I thought it was going to be a little more satirical. And I thought that, it was the concept as it was explained was something really interesting and something really different. But yeah, when I listened to it, I had no idea what it was about. It just felt like the concept was in title and name only. So I think it has potential. I think there's a lot to work on: meter, cadence, and rhyme, consistency, and flow, and all that. But yeah, the meaning behind it just kind of threw me off. So the potential is there, and I think the fact that he came up with the idea is promising. But in terms of the execution on this particular song, it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's the vice president of A&R at MOTOWN Capitol Records, Sean Barron. What do you think of Mr. Prince and his song that he submitted?
I like the beat, but I agree with the guys. I didn't get it, so it's gonna be a no pass for me.
Awesome, thank you for that, Sean Barron. And you heard it from all three of the judges. No pass today, Mr. Prince. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. All right, guys, so that's our entire lineup for today. Before we go, we have to give a big shout out to all three of the judges for joining us. Starting off with the first judge, he's the vice president of A&R at MOTOWN Capitol Records, Sean Barron. Where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram, Twitter at Sean Barron, SHAWNBARRO.
Awesome, Sean. Always a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And up next, he's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram on the POLO_2X.
Awesome, Polo. Always great to have you as well, man. Thank you for joining us for today's online event. And last but certainly not least, he's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. Where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm very, my bad. I'm easy to find at DJ Pain One. It's right there. All social media, DJPain1Beats.com, my beat catalog. Shout out to all the artists. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Polo. Shout out to Adonis and Coast to Coast Live. Appreciate all of you. Peace.
Awesome. It's always a pleasure to have you as well, DJ Pain One. My name is Adonis Lugo. Be sure to check me out on Instagram as well. On behalf of myself, the judges, and the entire Coast to Coast Live team, we'll see you guys on the next one.